SMOKO Bros! Yeah!
Oh, hey guys. You want to kick it off?
Yeah, welcome to SMOKO Bros. I'm George Evans.
I'm Jack Smith.
Sean Conway.
And
we're SMOKO. Hey, I got, you guys saw on TikTok or you guys too cool for school?
I'm on TikTok. Cool. I went back to TikTok. I deleted it for a while because it just felt my brain going to mush.
Yeah.
So, but I've gone back on it now.
Well, I had a weird interaction. So there was you know how they have like the one chick telling a story or the one person telling a story, and like they put on a hoodie to establish that it's like two different characters.
Yeah.
So she was like reading declassified CIA information, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is pretty cool." Like one of them was how speaking of the Philippines, was the Filipinos are like really religious. So the CIA killed a guy, put like two, and they were like randomly scared of vampires. So they like drained this dude and put like two marks on his neck, and the whole place freaked out. And then they started funneling money to like one candidate to push the American agenda, and he ended up winning. And then I was like, fuck, that's interesting. And like she had like a whole profile of all these declassified CIA information. And then I followed her, and then she sent me a message back saying our ancestors brought us together, and would you like to have a reading from your ancestors?
Yeah.
I said no. I don't know, how are you with your family?
As in, like, the immediate, like, mum, dad, or the extended?
Extended.
They're all mainly in England, so I go and see them every now and again, but, like, I don't really know much about the family tree and our history, if that's where you're getting at.
Yeah, would you talk to them?
What, the dead ones?
No, well, any of... Oh, fuck. Thanks for putting the fucking brakes on this fucking conversation.
Well, I'm wondering where this Filipino lady's coming from. Is she saying, like,
no,
your
she's
dead
not
ends?
Filipino. She's American. But it was... she was just saying that was one of the operations that the CIA did. And it was... The other one was... I think it was Pakistan that they did. They had, like, Barbie dolls of Osama bin Laden, and they dropped it all for, like, the kids in this village in Pakistan. And then, but what happened was when the doll was exposed to the sun, like the face would reveal like a devil mask underneath. Like
that's some hectic propaganda,
insinuating that like Osama bin Laden is the devil, and because they're all like hyper religious, they were just like
superstitious,
yeah. And it was like real goofy. Like when you got like endless supply of money, like these are the sort of goofy plans you come up with.
Very like elaborate,
but like. And I thought, man, this is going to be great that, like, there could be, like, some good content in this about, like, the CIA and stuff. And then she asked me, would I like to communicate with my ancestors? And then I thought, oh, maybe this chick is nuts. And then maybe I thought maybe that's, like, the CIA hijacking her profile to like...
discredit her.
To discredit her. And I was just like, there's a lot of information that I don't know what's going on.
I wonder if there was like a sudden uptick in like white women from like Midwest America going to the Philippines after the vampire shit, because I think it's like Edward Cullen shit.
I think this is like 70s.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think the Filipinos have been like,
no.
They
only just got
not
Twilight.
again.
But
yeah, like it's just, sorry, it was just weird that like, it's also kind of like hell racist that like, we think so little of you Filipinos that we're going to create a vampire scare. Which you would have thought there would have been like a ton of vampire movies after that in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just some white woman lying. But that could never happen.
No. I heard that in the Philippines they're quite big on their karaoke, but there's a song
that's any Asian country.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Text in.
The camera guy's Japanese. He's just
there's a song that's banned, Frank Sinatra, I Did It My Way, because there's been, I think, 8 or 9 murders when someone performs that song because they feel so passionately about the song. When someone jumps up there and butchers it, it's actually causing people to like retaliate and kill the person who's butchering the song.
That's a
Really?
low key kind of understandable.
Oh, it's a good song. Don't get me wrong.
No, but like just in general, like
Yeah.
if I've had people like try to retell me jokes that they like of mine, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. You are butchering it. You know how long it took me to craft this? Fuck off. But no, he's you like Frank Sinatra?
Oh, yeah, he's got a few bangers. Yeah.
You like Frank Sinatra?
A little bit, yeah.
Riveting. No, because like you know all the what happened when he came to Australia.
No.
So he pissed off like a female journalist in the 80s. I think it was Bob Hawke. Bob Hawke was premier, and he was like hell misogynist to like this female journalist. That Bob Hawke was like, "You better apologise, or you're not leaving." And Frank Sinatra was like, "Go fuck yourself. I'm not leaving." But Bob Hawke was big with the aviation union, so every time he boarded a plane, that plane had a malfunction and couldn't do it. And he there's a club in Sydney called Happy Endings Comedy Club, which is like a basement club, and there's a piano there. And the one night that Frank Sinatra had to stay before he apologised, he went to that bar and played the piano that's still on there.
Oh,
the
wicked.
bar.
Yeah.
He ended up apologising.
Well, I was going to say, what if Hawke was actually a fan and he was just trying to keep him in the country a bit longer?
Was
Maybe.
Hawke the one that went swimming and never came back?
It's Harold. Fuck, how young are you? Cunts? That's Harold Holt.
They literally call when you disappear doing a Harold Holt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never heard
And
that?
when you shit your pants, it's called doing a Scott Morrison.
Did you hear about there was a massive thing in the Sunday Times about the fact that there's a very prominent psychologist who's worried about the rise of kids with AI boyfriends and girlfriends. And there was a young fella over in the US, a 14-year-old, who topped himself.
His AI girlfriend broke up with him?
Well,
Told him to kill himself?
Well, I think it was because like just
Imagine getting negged by an AI machine. You aren't that pretty.
well, he modeled his AI girlfriend off Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Like, admittingly, like I think if you're gonna like design a girlfriend that's that perfect, like Amelia Clark is essentially to blame for his suicide, because if he modelled her after Suzanne Boyle, like no one's topping themselves over Boyle.
Well, I don't know what point you're making. But yeah, I mean, that's...
Well, what
No,
14-year-old
that-
is attracted to Susan Boyle, though?
Well, none. That's the whole point, is you've got to make these AI programs less sexy.
Well, no, but the argument you're making is saying that Eminem's to blame for the Columbine High School shooting, which was like a real thing.
Manson
so maybe
was
you
to
should
blame as well.
rethink your stance. Stop ruining everyone's smoker. No, because that was a big thing. It was a big thing in '99. They were trying to... Balling for Columbine kind of tapped into it. They're like Eminem, Marilyn Manson, South Park. They were all to blame for like the rise in violence
Like
amongst
video
kids.
games and shit as
Video
well,
games, yeah. And then it was they went even further in the 80s. Al Gore's missus, I want to say Jane. She was part of the board that wanted to censor music, and the guy from Twisted Sister went up and like just obliterated these like professional politicians about it was like, oh, your lyrics are talking about Satanism and all this, and it's like, this is us having like root beers on a fence after work. You're putting the fucking evil into the lyrics, and they came with the advisory, the parental advisory sticker.
Didn't NWA, weren't they the first ones ever to get that?
Possibly, but it was whoever had that sticker on their album. It was like that's like
That's the album
legit,
to buy.
and then it just fucking skyrocketed. So it was like
It's called the Streisand effect when you try
Explain it.
Right, so it's the Streisand effect essentially is when you try and mitigate something with an idea and it ends up making it more popular.
Yeah, so with her one, it was a photographer took a photo she lives on like a cliff face, like a big mansion on a cliff face, and she was like, take that image down. I don't want people to see what my property looks like. And her saying, I don't want people to see what my property looks like. Encourage people to look.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Barbara Streisand on? That was just like some old
like a
Jewish lady's house.
supervillain,
Yeah.
Well, she is like cloning dogs and shit. Like.
Yeah. Would you do that?
I'd clone my cats probably. I don't know. Like.
Oh, but then they.
Then you'd be a crazy cat lady. That's a crazy cat lady you don't see. It's just a mad scientist trying to put her cats back together. We far from cloning, you reckon?
Well,
They already have.
Didn't they do those sheep in like?
Dolly the sheep.
Dolly the
Yeah.
sheep, yeah.
They've been. I didn't read the article. I scrolled past it today, but there's something like cloned sheep products, cloned goat products, something like that. I don't know. I didn't read the article, but like it's a big thing at the moment. They're trying to like crack down on it in America.
What? Eating
These-
clone meats?
Yeah.
Well, I know they're
Because
doing.
you could probably just do it in...
Oh,
in
and also there was a ferret. There was a ferret that was cloned recently, and it just gave birth to 2 more kids. So like a
So
cloned
those
ferret just had 2
human
episodes.
kids or goats?
So what you're saying is there's 2 antichrists in the world. Now.
Yeah.
Man, this is the South Park episode of like the Happy Tree Critters Christmas.
Yeah.
We got to have the AIDS.
What a repeater. Ow.
Do you reckon that's why they killed that the animal? Remember the squirrel we was talking about, Peanut?
Nah. So I watched a video on that today. That's another update. Like apparently, like the guy that owned him is like he's come from money and he lives in like a fucking big house, and then like this conservationist came out and was just like he's not even properly looking after him. They took him. He had like plenty of opportunity to hand over this squirrel, but because he like dragged his feet with it.
It was like a Waco scenario
Some
with
like
the squirrel.
he was like he was feeding it like waffles and shit.
Yeah,
Like a
every
fucking
video
squirrel,
I
like.
saw, this squirrel was eating waffles, and I'm
Yeah.
like, lucky little prick, you know. But probably not great for him.
But yeah, like he wasn't treating it properly. But he claimed that he was like a wildlife sanctuary, but like he just had a squirrel that was promoting his OnlyFans.
For real?
Yeah.
He had an OnlyFans?
Not the squirrel. The fucking
Just rubbing at 6 nipples.
Just, no, but like, fuck, this is like the whole episode's about South Park. That is also the
Lemmy Wings.
Lemony Wings.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck, I know all these references.
Did you sign up to the OnlyFans?
No. I don't pay for porn. Who pays for porn?
Well, when there's a squirrel selling it, I want to see what it's about.
Because apparently in a lot of his videos, like the squirrel's videos, the guy would just be in the background shirtless and stuff. So I think he was always just trying
Like
to promote
Buffalo.
OnlyFans.
This is all just TV references now. Like, it's
Buffalo
just
Bill.
Buffalo Bill with his thing tucked.
Fuck me.
He puts the
What's your
lotion.
big fat girl?
Oh, precious peanut. So
Should we have like a minute silence? They just put the-
put the OnlyFans in the background.
Are you able to create a ghost of Peanut? It's just, which animal would you kill for your OnlyFans? You know who's gonna? You know who they're gonna go for next? I reckon the CIA's got it in the targets. It's that little baby hippo,
Oh, I can't pronounce it.
Moondang.
Mending or something.
Yeah.
Because that one voted for Trump, and I think they even tried to cancel. They gave it like 2 like watermelons and it ran up to the watermelon that had Trump's name, which is like, you know, you're in trouble when even a fucking baby hippo is picking the winner.
No. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of that Moondang thing. Was it just a little
It's a
psycho
little
hippo?
sassy hippo.
Baby
Yes.
pygmy hippo.
Oh, it's a pygmy.
hippo. Yeah.
It's pygmy, or is it just a baby hippo?
Pygmy.
Ah, okay, because I was going to say that when that.
It gets big. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
it's
be cute
just like
anymore.
a child actor's career.
Haley Joel Osment or whatever.
Oh no, he's still working. I'm thinking.
Who-
Any
Jake
other
Lloyd,
actor.
the guy from Star Wars, who played Anakin in the first one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that poor kid. Jesus. So his parents are like, man, this is a great opportunity. You get to work on Star Wars with George Lucas, the greatest movie of all
What's
time,
this character
and
called? Jar Jar Binks?
has not stopped copping shit for 25 years. Jar Jar Binks is another one, and do you know like not the conspiracy, but you know the
He's a Sith.
the Sith, yeah. Where it's because all the Jedi. Do you know this?
Yeah. Well, the theory is that like Jar Jar Binks was like a Sith Lord the whole time.
Well, he's got the eyes for it.
Well, no, because all Jedis are based on martial artists.
Yeah, and there's that
swords.
drunken style.
Drunken monk style.
Yeah.
Which is like
Oh, I didn't
if you
know
watch
that.
the first one, he always tips over and magically shit works in his favor. But then I think there's like scenes where he's talking
Yeah, where it
behind
looks-
people's backs.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing spells and
Yeah.
cantations and whatnot.
Which would have been a way cooler than the political. What's the opposite of intrigue?
Well, that's the whole thing then, because it came out and then everyone shat on Jar Jar Binks, so he probably had to rewrite the second and third ones.
They did. That was exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I've seen concept art of what he was meant to look like, or allegedly what he would have looked like as a Sith as he gets like further down, and it actually looks
It
pretty
looks pretty
cool.
badass. Yeah. Which is such a waste.
I still think like the second half of the third one's a good movie.
Yeah.
You just don't
Well,
pay attention to the first half.
You know, well, this is like another urban legend, but like, you know, Topher Grace from
70 show.
that 70s show, he cut together, he got like the new 3 and he cut those up into like a 90-minute movie.
After he played the Nazi. Yeah, you know that Black Klansman? You seen that movie?
Is that Topher Grace?
Yeah, he played like the leader of this KKK.
I don't know. it's an Adam Driver movie. I only know one, but I haven't seen it.
No, it's a good movie, but like, yeah, he had to do that Star Wars cut to sort of like feel good and normal again because he got
for
so
real?
into the character.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it was
Method acting too hard.
Yeah.
well, that was the same with the dude that played Quicksilver in like the X-Men movie. He played Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and ever since like he played Jeffrey Dahmer, he's just walking around like a big old sad boy. Just like
Oh, have you seen the new one they're gonna do?
Ed Gein.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
fucking Charlie Hunnam. Like,
He kind of looks like
he does look.
You know, it's easier to make good-looking people ugly than it is to make ugly
Let
people
him have my
good-looking.
nipples for a belt. Why not?
I mean, he's a pretty creative dude. Like, he's the victim of a taboo society.
So I read a pretty interesting article in that Sunday Times again.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Legacy media over here.
Oh no! This one was pretty interesting. So there was a 25-year-old man in India who had an epileptic seizure. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. They sent him to a mortuary, and then they stuck him on top of a pyre. And right before they lit it on fire, he woke up.
On top of a what?
A pyre where they light it on fire.
Yeah. I think you're
Like
supposed
a
to
Viking?
pronounce it fire, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
What
you
are
say
you saying?
pyre. It's like a, you know, like a big pile of sticks, and then you put the body on.
Yeah,
top.
I know what they call a big
That's a bundle. And only George can say it.
like a Viking wedding.
Yeah. Viking funeral. But
Yeah.
You might have to fucking cut that. We're not getting cancelled on the 4th episode. Yeah, and that made the Sunday Times.
Well, it's a worry. That's where we get all our doctors from. So if they can't figure out
Oh,
if
yeah.
someone's dead,
Oh,
I guess.
true. Or maybe they just didn't really care. Oh, another one. Or there was just maybe it was just a random dude that was like, man, I got this great, what's it called?
Pyre.
Pie. This great pie, and I just need something to top it off. This 25-year-old dead Indian, perfect.
I think everyone, I don't think they specify Indian in India. They just say dead person.
Did it say that on the paper? Was it in India?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got to assume.
Assume so, yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, if it's not an Indian person, it becomes automatically suspicious.
I like
What
all
other-
the methanol poisonings and shit in Laos.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Like,
crazy.
Is that like the shit they used to have in Bali?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Two
happening in Laos
girls
now.
died, didn't
What's
they?
up? They're up to 6 now.
6?
Yeah, well,
Fuck.
2 of the girls from Perth that died, right?
Lightweights.
And then there's
Well,
like a
that's-
Dutch guy and an American guy, and then like another couple that are in hospital for it.
Fuck.
So. Suspicious.
Suspicious?
Yeah,
You
but I
wanna-
don't think they're really gonna like.
You want to hear a joke that I thought of on the way up here?
Okay.
A horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" And the horse says, "Bell's palsy."
I'm glad we did a charity gig on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, those kids were sassy. They were like all accessible basketball
Yeah.
fundraiser for their like new jerseys, and they kept talking, and the little cockheads kept picking the punchline. So I have the Alaska joke, and it's
Yeah.
like, "'Cause you're a whale." Before I even got into the one, it was like, "Fuck you, cunts." Yeah, but no, that was good.
Yeah, good deed, I guess, for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else has Legacy Media said?
I didn't write down too much more.
I got something.
Yeah.
Peter's Chapel in Lucerne, Switzerland, has started using AI Jesus in a confessional booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But then, like the way I look at it, right? Like, is like there's a commandment like about false gods, right?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
how are you supposed to confess to Jesus? Because then on top of that as well, though, like if you've programmed an AI to believe he's Jesus, does that make him Jesus? If a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, it's like a philosophical question, right? Because is this like the third coming or the second coming?
I don't know how hot
But
is
no,
he?
he did the second coming in about 3 days, didn't he?
Well, he was born, so that was the first coming. Easter was the second coming.
He died and
Yeah.
rose 3 days later.
Yeah. So
Like
then
a
is this the third-
balls.
Is this the third coming now? He's come back as a
Which
computer
version of
program?
Jesus is it? Is it like Color Lake and Ice where it's just baby Jesus?
No, I think it's like a tapestry painting Jesus kind of thing.
Well, how do they get the source for that? Like, how do they get references for?
Well, I don't know if you're aware, there's a whole book about this fella.
Old and New Testament. So
Like there's buildings all around the world that like everyone's got different opinions about this fella. Man, the Irish are fighting each other over. Do you know? I'm pretty sure. Well, fuck, I don't want to say that. But you know the difference between Protestants and Catholics?
No.
Do you?
different type of church, right?
Well, yeah, that's. No.
I feel like I could have answered that
right?
question. Technically, yes.
They believe 2 different things. No, it's the same thing, but he's talking about false gods. That's what Catholics believe in, saints, and
Right.
Protestants don't believe in false gods. So it's the Holy Trinity.
Okay, and that's it. That's
And
as
then-
good as it gets.
Well, the Catholics like a bit of variety. I'm allowed to say that I'm Catholic as of. Are you big into? Are you guys religious?
I was christened. That's about as far as it went, though.
Yeah.
So
Cleaning up that woman's mess. I get it. Original sin, you know. I also think it's a sin to say that woman's sin. Are you
No,
really?
no, I haven't really been involved in any religious activities.
you're like country boy, so
Yeah, no, there was like youth groups and stuff, but like,
oh, that's like. Did you have chaplains at your school, and then they
Yeah,
come
we had
like
a
do
chaplain.
like the weird shit where it's just like, oh, everyone goes and it's really fun, and then you have competitions who can eat a wheat bix the quickest, and then they'll like stop halfway through. It's like, and I just want to talk about Jesus Christ for a second.
yeah,
Now,
so
like,
that was the youth group we
Yeah.
had. Like, they tricked you with fun activities, and
Yeah,
then they'd
yeah.
like close you in for a quick sermon. I only went to one of the youth groups, and it was like we did horizontal bungee, where you had like this bungee cord wrapped around you, and you ran into the center and had to grab this flag, and like you had people running from either direction, and yeah, just one of the young fellas that was there was like running, and he didn't have like tight enough pants on, and this bungee cord just ripped his pants off in front of the whole congregation. I'm like, I can see why the priest got this game together.
Fuck yeah. No, I've done it, but like, yeah, I don't
What?
really remember that. But I did see a TikTok recently of them in church, and the kid just turns to the camera and is like, why are they singing Shrek songs in church? It's just like, hallelujah.
I've got some religious family, but...
Are you religious?
No,
No?
not at all.
No?
I've read quite a few. Read quite a few books on Buddhism, but I consider that more philosophy than a religion. Yeah.
I don't think Buddha agrees. Buddha's like, what the fuck does a man have to do to get recognised over here?
Well, isn't he technically a saint?
Yeah, it's all goofy.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
You know, we'll find out one day. No, I don't know if that's a sin. It probably is. It's all different variations, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, whatever makes you feel comfortable, really. I mean, do you go to church at all? Or you just do the Easter thing?
Neither. But I should probably do both. But I'm poor, so Jesus knows what I'm about. You guys paid for this session. I didn't pay for it. But, no, I think it's all about your actions rather than blind servitude.
Yeah, well, it's weird that like so many wars and stuff are just built out of my God's the only one, and then they just...
Yeah, someone talked about that, and I don't think that's the case.
You don't think so? I reckon most conflicts in the world are caused.
Which one?
Well, Palestine and Israel.
It's not about religion.
It's about territory, but it's about territory of two different religious groups.
So if all the Jews said they were Muslim, it would be over?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works, bro.
Well, the Crusades?
Okay, so
It's like
the war from 1,000 years ago. Okay.
That's like before Christ. That's BC, right?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
You brought it up. That's why you can't put disinformation out there, bro. We fight wars because they're fun for rich people. what sort of crazy shit can we get these poor people to do to each other? So you want to apologise to the people for your blatant lie?
I'm sorry, religious people.
Yeah.
And non-religious people.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And non-binary people in between.
All right, well.
Fuck that one up.
Yeah, you know binary?
No.
He's very binary. He's by design.
Hey. Binary, what's that, like a two-coloured bird? That sounded way better.
I went to my mate's kid's christening, and that's like proper churchy. It's like a full-on like service, and you got to do the communion shit. And she was getting well into it with the songs, like Jesus.
I've got to admit, I've always wanted to go to one of those, like, like the black churches where they're like singing
church.
it. Oh, that looks like so much fun. Like, if I had a chance, I'd definitely go to one of them.
Nah, I'm not into live music, though.
Man, I don't know, the other one is like not so much like a black church, but like a super church. Like
Stadium church.
Haley
like
Joel Osment, fucking what's his name? Joel Osment.
Yeah, the Houston one that wouldn't let poor people in because he just got the carpet done. Like that sort of, because like you do it and they've got like a merch store outside with like you can get like hoodies and key rings and it was like, dude, I would stack up on all this goofy shit. But,
you got a Jesus bobblehead in your car.
yeah, but like you look at it, man, it's all cool, but like I don't think it's starts wars, but it's a great money pit.
It's money laundering.
Yeah,
if you don't have to pay tax and you can own all that land.
Well, that was I don't know what the church was, but like Gloria Jean, wasn't that like a big front for
something?
What's the big one over here? Hillsong.
Oh yeah, because that's was that?
Wasn't it the cult?
That's the same. Hillsong, man. So, I don't know if I can tell this story from fucking ND, but it was I don't know. So there was a person that I know that won a music competition, and the story was that like Hillsong, like got all its followers to just bombard the phone lines to win this competition, and it still wasn't enough for their Dude, this sounds all political. For their candidate to win, and they won a a big prize, and they came past their house and like threw rocks and shit, and then drove off. The story is much better when I can give you all the
Articulate.
yeah. But I think on that note, we should fuck off.
Yeah. Back to work.
I mean, it was a bit of a scattered episode, but you know, and you kept giving us the old, like a fucking old man on his deathbed. Like every topic was, yeah, and then
today.
and then George has thought about pegging. Yeah. No, but it was a good day, and I'm off to New York on Friday.
Oh fuck yeah, nice.
Fuck yeah!
Nice.
How long
Are
you
you
gone for?
catching?
Just 10 days.
You catching up with the partner over there?
Nah.
Oh, okay, all right. Thought that might be why you're asking about pegging. Get some advice.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm Sean Conway.
I'm George Evans.
And I'm Jack Smith.
SMOKO Bros. See you guys next week.
See ya.
Hey mates, we actually recorded this before today's episode. Thought it was due for the chopping block, but as a crizzy prezzy for you. Have a listen.
What about you? You got a name for your dick?
Nah, never really thought about it.
I did.
Yeah? What is it?
Moby Dick. Not because it's big like a whale, but because it looks like a small little bald man. And every time we play together, we make beautiful, beautiful music. Fap, 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 fap.
Oh, Moby. Okay.
Ooh,
Moby Dick.
welcome to SMOKO Bros. Fuck. People are wondering what workforce we are, where we're like, what's the name of your dick, bro?
Sounds like a bunch of Sparkies if I've ever heard them.
Hey, coming at you. Aren't you a Sparky?
No, ceiling wall fixer.
Yeah.
Chip rocker.
I drive trucks.
I'm a plumber.
I drive forklifts.
It's hardcore,
The
man.
most elite one out of all of us.
I got drug tested last night.
Did you?
Yeah, because
I was just asking about that last week.
What's that?
I was just asking about that last week, about random drug testing.
No, I hit something. And I hit, well, I don't know if I hit it because it's like 100-ton fork. And when I moved forward and looked over my shoulder, the bollard was tipped over with a big black mark on it.
Didn't you just get certified as well?
Yeah, like a month or so. And I had to get drug tested. And so I got to sit and not work for like an hour
Yeah.
at like 4 a.m. And then they brought in the dude and he was like, fuck yeah. And then just did it and then went home. It was good. All clear.
Yeah, I think I've been drug tested once at work when I first started my apprenticeship. And then that was it. No one's ever bothered to ask again.
Have you guys done pegging before?
No.
No.
No. I never understood it. Like, because you guys are good looking dudes. Like, so you put, okay, fuck. What's it called with like people making noise from like, what's it called in like court?
Rude or
No, what's it called? It's not nutcase. Like they say it's, I can't think of it.
hold you in content.
No, but like from the, I forget what it's called. The peanut gallery. I knew it was something nuts. I was thinking nuts, macadamia. No.
Old cashew clay there.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, idiot. What was I talking about?
Pegging.
Pegging, yeah.
Maybe, we are recording this. Right?
Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised you haven't been pegged before.
Not by a lady.
Surprise you. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it seems like a transferable skill for a bisexual man.
Is that why?
I'm sure if I wanted to, I could probably get Dee to do it, but
I
it
did.
doesn't really.
I did have
interest me.
I did have
Why?
a
Because
girl.
you're a misogynist. If I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna get someone proper to do it. But it was just like I didn't understand. Like, I'm curious about it, but like I'd never been good enough, like hot enough to get a chick to do it. You know, whereas like, but I've never like had that much sex with women where I was just like, this is unfair. Why am I always doing it? I think it should be your turn to do it. You know?
Well, I mean, God did put the male G spot in the butthole, so
Yeah.
he kind of messed up there.
I think it depends on the girl as well, right? Like, you could probably just find a girl on Tinder.
Yeah,
and
well,
just do it as like a one night
I was
stand.
I was going to say I did
I
have.
don't think you'd ask like your wife to do it for you.
I did have an offer once when I was on. I think it was like Plenty of Fish, which is the same as bloody Tinder. And she said to me one day, she goes, "I want to milk your prostate." And I was like, the fuck is that? And I looked it up and I was like, whoa, that was pretty full on for a second date.
You
know?
milk it?
Oh, yeah, it's just massage it, get all up in there.
And when
Oh,
she
God.
turned up with the strap on, it wasn't big enough, so you dropped her off in Hillary's and left.
Hey,
You can't call back to an episode we deleted.
did we delete that? I think.
I won't go into any more detail
But
about
milking, it kind of suggests she doesn't know what milking is. I don't think
Well, you can do both.
your butthole.
Well, fuck me.
Is that what she said? That's what she said.
Moving on. No, what sparked your curiosity in pegging?
Oh no, I'm just working on a bit.
Is it gay?
To get pegged.
Yeah.
As the gay expert, I can say it's not gay.
Okay. Cool. I'll tell Spud.
I don't think getting fucked in the ass is gay.
No.
Nah, if you can't see who's doing it. Get off me, lady.
I love it.
You reckon that's how pegging started? Was just or like just how gay sex started? Was that a misogyny? Like, I'm not going to let a lady stick a penis-shaped thing up. Oh, yeah, speaking of pegging, this is the other bit that I'm working on. You've seen all the stuff with P. Diddy
Yeah.
about how it's like the egg thing?
What anything?
Like, the only
what
way you can
came
go to a
first?
P. Diddy party, you have to be able to easily stick an egg up your ass.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then, like, you see red
like-
carpet photos of, like, Russell Brand and shit, or other celebrities.
Allegedly.
And they're like holding an egg, and they're like, oh, it's a symbol of like rebirth, like as I don't know, P. Diddy's fucking
Rectal birth.
But it's like they're all saying that it's like this symbolism of rebirth, but not that might be the shape of P. Diddy's dick. He's got like a little
He's worked
chocolate
out-
chode. You know what I mean?
It make like sense that that's why he always just wants to watch, eh? Like, he can't really do much with it.
A little chocolate chode.
Yeah.
Yeah, or egg chode. Egg chode.
This will be chocolate, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Either way, it's ruined Easter for me. I tell you what, but like, if that's the truth, Easter would have been wild at the P. Diddy mansion.
You see that video, that clip from the Ellen show?
Yeah, I saw it.
Here comes Pete.
Dude, he looked like a dude that just won a free shopping spree or something.
Picks one of them up, starts running away with him.
I mean, that's the beauty of Make-A-Wish. They don't
She
live
also-
long enough to tell anyone about it.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong. It was like that was whole Jimmy Savile's MO, wasn't it?
Yeah, well. he
Also,
held it
what
up
does
until he
MO
died.
stand for?
Modus operandi?
Really?
Motive.
Modus operandi.
Yeah, like motive. What
Get
does
the fuck
motive?
out of here.
It's like Latin or something. You could just
Sounds
say motive
Latin.
now. Like,
But yeah, cool.
yeah. Switch lanes a bit. I have an update on the penguin
Oh, nice.
that washed
Yes.
up in Denmark. They fed it back because it washed up malnutrition.
No,
So they fed it back and then they've released it back into the wild. But they literally just
What, they released it into Denmark? Or?
no, they just threw it off a boat. They literally just threw it off a boat, but on like the south coast, so it was still in
And then there was
Australia.
Free Willy just like,
It was like he's still got to swim the 3,500 kilometers back to Antarctica now.
and the penguin's just thinking, why I never.
Seems like an elaborate way to get cocaine back into Antarctica or something.
Yeah, just imagine a poor penguin getting thrown out of a country.
I mean,
Going back to Antarctica. Don't go to Denmark. They're fucking very rude.
he's probably just going to come back if you fed him up too. Like he's like, oh, that place wasn't so
Yeah.
bad, you know?
He just gets kicked out like the succulent Chinese milk.
Putting him in the back of a boat.
What's the charge?
But no, I did. We're talking a little bit about what are we? 7 minutes. So should we kick it off now? Hey guys, you still here? Well, make sure to like and subscribe the podcast and tell all your friends. Bye.